Shetubandhasana, the bridge posture. Shetubandhasana means formation of bridge. In this posture, the body is positioned like a bridge. Hence the name. This is also called Chatushpadasana. Lie down on your back with the comparable distance between your legs. Place both your palms on the floor in such way that they face towards the sky. This asana is called Savasana. Now start. Bend both the legs at the knees and bring the heels near the buttocks. While holding both the ankles firmly, keep the knees and feet in one straight line. Inhale, slowly raise your buttocks and trunk up as much as you can to form bridge. Remain in this position for 10 to 30 seconds with normal breathing. In the final position, the shoulders and the head remain in contact with the floor. If required, in the final position, you can support your body at the waist with your hands. Exhale, slowly return to the original position and relax in Savasana. The benefits of Shetubandhasana: relieves depression and anxiety and strengthens lower back muscles, stretches abdominal organs, improves digestion and helps to relieve constipation. And those who are suffering from ulcers and hernia and women in advanced stages of pregnancy should not practice this asana. Thank you. Utthana Padasana, raised feet posture. Utthana in this context means raised upwards and Pada means leg. In this asana, the legs are raised upward in supine position, hence the name. Now let's start. Lie comfortably on the ground with legs stretched out. Hands should be placed by the sides. While inhaling, slowly raise both the legs without bending them at the knees and bring them to 30-degree angle. Maintain the position with normal breathing. Exhale and slowly bring both the legs down and place them on the ground. Repeat it one more time. The benefits of Utthana Padasana: it balances the navel center, Navi Manipura chakra. It is helpful in relieving abdominal pain, flatulence, indigestion and diarrhea. It builds up the abdominal muscles. It is also effective in overcoming the nervousness and anxiety. Helps to improve breathing and lungs capacity. And those who suffering from hypertension shall practice it with one leg alternatively without holding the breath. Ardha Halasana, half plow posture. Ardha means half and Hala means plow. This posture is known as Ardha Halasana because in its final position, the body resembles half the shape of an Indian plow. Now let's start. Take supine position. Keep hands by the sides of thighs, palms, resting on the ground. Slowly raise your legs together without bending at knees and stop at 30-degree angle. After a few seconds, raise your legs further up to 60-degree angle and maintain the position. Now slowly raise the legs at 90-degree angle. This is the final position of the Ardha Halasana. The body from hip to shoulder should be kept straight. Maintain this position as long as comfortable. Slowly, legs at 90-degree angle and then on the ground without lifting the head. Benefits of Ardha Halasana. This asana is beneficial for dyspepsia and constipation. The practice of this asana is useful in cases of diabetes, piles and throat-related disorders. This is very beneficial for hypertensive patients but needs to practice with care. And those who have lumbosacral or lower back pain should not perform with both legs together. Avoid this practice in case of abdominal injuries, hernia, etc. Thank you.